Going to an interview is not easy, no matter which position you applied for. Most people are nervous and afraid and think about what questions will be asked, how the interview will go, and whether there will be a job offer. It is especially stressful for beginners without any prior experience. But don't worry, if you have applied for a junior QA position and you don't have any prior experience, you can still shine on your first interview and get the job that you want. The interviewers are aware that for the entry QA positions, there will be candidates without any prior experience. In this kind of situation, it is more important for a person to show a good mindset, attention to details, problem-solving skills, communication, and a willingness to learn. In this video, we will go step by step in the process of interview preparation that will help you shine on that upcoming interview. Before you go to the interview, you need to understand the QA role. Read about the QA role, why it is important, what are the tasks that QA is working on during day-to-day work, how the QA incorporates in the software development teams, etc. Learn about what kind of software development methodologies exist, especially focusing on the Agile methodology. Have an understanding of the software development lifecycle and different types of testing like functional, non-functional, regression, integration, etc. You need to have theoretical knowledge about what the QA is doing, why the QA role is important, and what the software development process looks like. Even though you don't have any prior experience, you still need to have an understanding of the basic testing concepts and terminology. Read about test scenarios, test cases, test plan, how to report a bug ticket, how to communicate with the developers, the difference between functional and non-functional testing, regression testing, smoke testing, sanity testing, etc. Knowing this terminology and the basic testing principles will help you a lot during the interview and will give you the answers to a lot of the questions that the interviewer will ask you. Being able to discuss real-world examples where you will show your problem-solving skills can help you in the interview process. Before the interview, think about some examples like, if you find a bug during the testing process, what would you do? How would you react? What will you do if you find a bug that you cannot reproduce? How will you handle a situation where a developer disagrees with your reported bug? Imagine that you have a tight deadline and you don't have time to test everything. How will you approach the testing? How will you test a user story that has no written requirements or the requirements are not completed? Even though the interview is for an entry QA position and you don't have any prior experience, you still need to know the basic tools. For example, Jira for project management and bug tracking, Selenium or Cypress for UI testing, and Postman for API testing. Learn about these basic tools so you are familiar with them in the interview. Even if you haven't used them a lot, have some basic knowledge about them and their purpose, and show that you want to learn them and that you are interested in them. It is very important to be interested in the position that you are applying for and to be willing to learn more about it so you can succeed in the job position for which you are applying. If you have that passion and curiosity, show that during the interview. Show the interviewer that you are passionate about the job position, show initiative, show that you are willing to learn, be curious, and ask about the company's QA process, tools, and challenges. Soft skills are equally important for QA as technical skills. Communication, collaboration, critical thinking, adaptability, and time management are very important skills for every QA professional. Practice these skills and highlight them during the interview. Usually, at the end of the interview, the interviewer will ask you, do you want to ask something? Always have some questions prepared that will show that you're engaged and interested in the role. You can ask something like, what does the onboarding process look like for new QA team members? What types of testing are prioritized in your QA process, for example, manual, automated, performance, security? Can you tell me about the tools and technologies your QA team currently uses? What kind of training or development opportunities are available for the QA team? What are the most important qualities you look for in a QA engineer, especially for someone starting? What's a typical day like for a QA engineer on your team? Can you provide an example of a project or task that a beginner QA might work on initially? The interviews are challenging and it is normal to be nervous, but keep in mind that it is just a conversation where you can show your knowledge and what you have learned, and you also can ask questions about the job position that you are interested in. Through practice, you will become better, more relaxed, and comfortable. Even though it may be your first interview, with the right preparation and with right mindset where you can do your best, you can still shine in the interview and get the job position. If in some case you don't get the job, don't be disappointed. Count that as a good experience, because now you know how to prepare for an interview, what the interview looks like, and what should you improve for the next one. Good luck! Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and visit our website for more interesting content. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.